Good morning, my name's Julie from Salessewunique, and I will pop all the links down below where you can find me on social media. I'm most active on Instagram. I have an Etsy shop where I sell handmade project bags and other handmade items, and I also have a website where I sell fabric, haberdashery and sock yarn. Well, welcome to episode 10. I hope everybody's had a good week. I know I've been quite busy this week, but I feel like I've not achieved very much. But I know I have. I've been doing my cross stitch, so I will share that with you a little bit later on. Sewing makes. Well, my week sort of started off really with doing things for the podcast. Now, if you've watched the podcast, which went live I think on Sunday, you will see the new bunny box that we've got coming out soon. And I've been busy making bags, and I've been making some buckets sort of things. And what else have I been doing? Oh, stitching the bunny in a teacup. So that's taken up my time really over the week. And I've also been down at the shop. I've sort of tried to finish off the tidying up that I've been doing. So I've not really got much more to do now, I don't think. I cleared my desk off the other day, gave everything a good clean, and I put some oilcloth on top because I'd bought some before Christmas in at the sale. I think before we went into lockdown actually, so it could have been last November, and it's been sort of sat at the shop and I've not done anything with it anyhow. Because I'll clean all the desk off, put some oilcloth on, because it helps protect the tabletop, because I don't want it getting chipped or anything. So that's on. All looks nice and tidy. All my lights have been clean, everything. So it looks really good. Then another day when I went down, I cleared off the counter, wiped all the till down, because obviously that's a bit dusty as well. Put some more oilcloth on there. I took all the covering off that I'd already got on. So part of it was oilcloth and the other part was fabric, because I'd got a piece of fabric that went across top of one of the units and down sort of where I stand, where I've got all my paper bags, and generally it's been a dumping ground, to be honest. So I emptied all that out, wiped all the baskets down, chucked out all the rubbish, all the old folders that I don't need, everything. So it's all nice and tidy, everything's organised. So like I've got my tape down there, my sellotape and brown tape, all the extras, because I try to buy them in bulk, but I can't have them all in where I do my packing. So I have one roll in the other side where I pack, and all the spares are stored under the counter now, along with my till rolls, paper bags, and I've got my mailing bags under there now. So yes, so it's all getting tidy. All I've got to do really is move one of the cupboards that's got the tinsel yarn in and pop that into the other side, and bring the other set of shelves out, which has got the fat quarters in, I think, and the threads. But a lot of the fat quarters will be going into boxes. So I think that's it really, because everything is as tidy as I can get it, and as organised as I can get it at the minute. When the yarn's all gone, it'll be a lot better for me. So I've got like an extra set of shelves in there that I don't really need, or they are going to be in the way, but it's necessary to store some of the yarn in. So as soon as that's all gone, it'll be good. So I feel like I'm on target really, because we've got a month, just over a month before we open. So at least I'm going to be organised and ready this time. What else have I been doing? Not a great deal actually this week. I don't know, I've been really tired this week. I've not really felt like doing a great deal. But we did go shopping. Just food shopping really, but we went to like B&M, The Range, Aldi. Yeah, I think that was it. So we like getting cat food because some of the cat food, like our cats, they've got expensive taste. The Gourmet and the Sheba, it's so much cheaper in like B&M and Aldi and places like that. It's unbelievable. I mean, the kittens are really into the Gourmet at the minute, and they love the one with spinach in. Absolutely love it. And of course, we've been getting Licky Licks and the sticks that they like to eat as well, and it is a lot cheaper. And obviously, having to supply 4 cats with all these things, it makes sense to, you know, buy them, go somewhere where they are a little bit cheaper. I'll never have any money. I'll have 4 happy kittens, 4 happy cats, I should say. And I did buy a couple of bits for myself. I did intend, well, I was hoping that when I went out like to the Range and B&M, or we went to Home Bargains as well, that they would have like Easter ranges of things in like flowers and I don't know, wooden plaques and things like that, but there was really nothing there. I was really disappointed. I couldn't get any flowers, nothing. Because I see some of the American ladies, they can get like carrots on a wire. And I know we can get Easter eggs on a wire because I've seen them in Poundland before, and I have got some from last year. But now, very disappointed with what we could get this year. And I suppose it's just because how things are really. So I wanted some tulips, obviously because it's spring's coming. So I thought I'd get some tulips, but the Range had got sort of tulips that were about 8 inches tall maybe, and they were stood in a milk bottle, and they were £3.99. But I didn't want them in a milk bottle. I just want the flowers, but I couldn't get any. So I think what I'm going to do next week, I am going to see if I can make some fabric tulips, which I know there'll be a tutorial somewhere, so I will have a look and see if I can do that, because I really want some. So what I've managed to get, I think these were from Home Bargains. I got 2 bunches of, and these are daffodils. Yeah, daffodil bunch. Then they're not quite like daffodils as I know daffodils, but they are very pretty, very spring-like. So I can chop them up if I want to. I'm not sure what I'm going to do yet. I need to get some of my cross stitches finished and then sort of have a play. And I did manage to get a nice little bunch of lavender from the Range, which that's nice, like that. And what I ended up getting, and where did I buy this from? B&M. It's a ribbed tin trough. So I thought this will do me all year round because, and it's only £3. This will do me all year round because it's metal. So some of my little cross stitches, I can theme them for the time of the year, which that's going to be great. I don't have a lot of space in my kitchen, especially on my worktops, because I've got like my bread mixer, my toaster, my bread bin, everything out, my microwave on there. So I'm limited for space, but I will be able to sort of put something like this at the end. And I mean, then I could probably put, yes, I could get some milk bottles. I've got some, I think, in the cupboard, and I might be able to stand the flowers at the back and put some things inside it. But it does also mean that I can get some magnets on my work and maybe decorate the tin up with a piece of ribbon and put it on. So I'm looking forward to having a play, and I think now, probably next week, on the cross stitch front, I am going to start a new cross stitch, and it's going to be, I think it's a carrot patch, that one I showed you last week, by the what was it, Housewives, no, Stitching House, I can't remember what the blinking called now. Well, whichever one I bought last week, and I think that's sort of 3 inches, and that is going to fit on there really well. And I have got some magnets, and I'm sure I can find some washers. So that would be perfect for me. And what I did think of doing as well, like I say, as I'm short of space, is my bread bin. It's a Nigella Lawson bread bin. It's really nice, but I could maybe like put a ribbon round that and probably put magnets on that, and then I can sort of decorate that up, so that'll look pretty. So yeah, so I'm thinking of all these things because I have got like 3 different vases of flowers in the kitchen, artificial flowers, like for different times of the year. So I've got like an autumn one. What else have I got? I've got sort of like a summery one and a springy one, and they all look very pretty. And yeah, I could probably decorate the glass vase up. I could maybe put a ribbon around it and put something on it. I'm sure I can come up with something. I'll just have to have a think. Anyhow, I'm enjoying a nice cup of tea, which is getting cold, in a bunny mug. This is not one we're selling though. This is a reject. This didn't work. This one, you can't see where it didn't work. It's all down there. So at least I've got a mug. Anyhow, I'm going to get on now and get some work done. I've got to pop down to the shop again. I've got some well, I've got orders from Etsy, the website, and eBay to get packaged up and to get posted out. Then I need to get back home, and I've been having a sort out in my drawers. I've got a set of drawers under my worktop which are like, I don't know, they're file drawers, I think. So you could probably you might be able to get a ream of paper, but maybe not. Which I've had them years, and they've been really useful. And I keep all my badges and stitch markers and pins and key rings in there, and I decided it was time to put them on a rack. And I've got a countertop rack which spins round, which I had when I was in the shop for, well, I have used it in the shop, but we had it more for shows, for putting all the key rings on and things like that we did, and it's just been sat here doing nothing. So I decided to put all my badges and pins on cards. I'd already got some on the rack, but they were all my out-of-date cards. So that's not very good, is it? So this is what I've been doing, and that's 2 of them we've got. So these are our wooden pins. I don't think they're online at the moment, but that is another thing I will be doing pretty soon once the rack's all done. So I am part way there. When I've finished it, hopefully I can pop it in this vlog. I will pop a little video probably at the end, so you can see what I've been doing. You can actually see what I've got on my rack. So I suppose I have been busy this week, really. Anyhow, I must get on now because I've got to go down to the shop, get some packing done, and then get back home and get some sewing done. So I will catch you all a little bit later on. And I'm now back home from the shop and doing the post office run. So after I'd obviously got in, had a cup of tea, I popped out into the garden to have a look at the rhubarb, and it's coming on really well. It's probably only about that big at the minute, but there's lots of life there. So what I'm going to do is pop a little video in now of the state of my rhubarb. Well, it's coming along nice, isn't it? So I really can't wait until it grows enough for a first picking. I mean, yes, I'm going to make rhubarb crumble, but we won't be having a lot of rhubarb crumble because I can only take so much rhubarb crumble. But what I am going to make this year is gin, chutney and cordial. They are our favourite things at the minute with rhubarb, so I'm looking forward to that. I've already got a bottle of plain gin in the cupboard, ready and waiting. I've got some jars. Oh, yeah, I've got a jar for it. And I've got my jars for the pickle and the cordial. So, really looking forward to that. The composter is doing really well. This is the first time we've ever had a composter. So, and Kevin did have a look the other day to see how it was doing, because it's got quite full now. And it's doing really well. It's done its job. It's brilliant. So I think this weekend we're going to start and put some compost on the garden, especially for the rhubarb. Get it going, give it a bit of food to get it going. And also we're going to order some wood so Kevin can replace one of the beds, because he said, shall I buy all of the wood? And I said no. I thought no, at the minute with him being back at work he's not going to have time to get it all done. So I said, just buy enough for one bed, let's do one at a time, because I'm not sure if we're going to have all the 3 beds down the side of the fence this year, because Adele wants us to build a catio for the kittens so they can come and go out of the conservatory window into a caged area in the garden, and I don't know how much space we're going to need for it, so that we're going to have to wait and see. But yes, I've been sort of thinking about what seeds I'm going to plant this year, and well, it wasn't this time last year, but end of March, beginning of April, it was last year when I started sowing seeds, which they all went in the conservatory, because with the weather being nice it was lovely and warm, so they all germinated, sprouted, and it was good. But this year I can't do that, because the kittens will be in, they'll be up the shelves, they'll be thinking it's a litter tray. So that is out. So yes, we've got to do a bit of work in the garden, make room for the little greenhouse that we've got, and make sure we're going to change the position this time, because if you followed me last year you'll know we had it sort of along the fence by the conservatory window at the back door, and it kept getting blown over, so I ended up losing quite a lot of seeds last year. So this time it's going to go down the bottom of the garden where we've got a trellis, and I can put like a strap, like an aero elastic, around the greenhouse and attach it to the trellis, which I have done before, to make sure it stays upright. Now I know the other 2 cats won't touch it. Charlie and Elsa are pretty good, and excuse me, and then I can start sowing some seeds, so I'm really looking forward to that. And I want to get some herbs on the go as well at some point, but like I say, I can't even have anything like that on the windowsill, because Salem is decided his place is up on the worktops, and he's been a little monkey these last couple of days, so he keeps getting told off, told no. So I'm hoping at some point soon he's going to understand that no means no, and he's not allowed up there. So it's a good job I've got plenty of cleaning supplies to clean up my worktops. I don't know. It's terrible. He's a right little devil. So yes, that's really sort of some plans that we've got, which is good. Right, so next thing, naughty purchases. I haven't really bought anything this week, I must be honest. But yesterday I put quite a few things in my basket on Etsy. 1 or 2 of them I've saved. Some of them I deleted. I decided it's not what I wanted. But I did buy 2 designs, which I've not downloaded yet, because my memory stick is down in the machine and I need it upstairs on the computer, so I can't actually show you them. But I will share them in next week's vlog, because I am going to be using the designs when I get them transferred onto the machine. And the only other thing I've bought is a cross stitch pattern, which is from Stitching with the Housewives. I can't remember it now. And this one is called Bloom, so it's nice and sort of springy summery, and it is, yeah, a mug, and oh, there's nice flowers, so it's not very big, and it's attached to a front of like a planter. So I'm looking forward to doing that. And I'll give you an update now on my cross stitch. It's coming along. Right, well, as you can see, I've finished all the beard now, and I'm working on the hat. His nose, I stitched it in the colour peach that I'd got, and I had to unpick it because you couldn't see it. So I had a look through my stash, and that was the best colour of a peach that I could find, I'm afraid. And it wasn't really worth sending for just one skein of peach just for this. So yeah, it's coming along. So I think next week I am probably going to try and work on this and sew by row, and I'm probably going to start a new little cross stitch as well. So you'll have to watch this space next week and see if I manage to do that. I have done a little bit of machine embroidery. Something that I found out is an old design. I probably had this when I had my first machine 5 years ago. And I can't remember where the design comes from or anything, but if I can find it, find out the information, I will put it down below. I've got a very dry throat tonight, and I did something really stupid. Set the machine going, set the camera going, and when I'd finished the little bunny bag, I hadn't pressed record properly, so it didn't record anything. Which I've done that before, but this is a simple and quick project, and yeah, so I haven't recorded anything. But if anybody's interested in seeing how it's made, let me know down below, and I will do another one in next week's vlog. But yeah, it's a little bunny bag, and it's got a packet of chocolate eggs in, and I haven't got the packet. It's the pound packet that you can get. I think there's about 8 eggs in there, but isn't that a nice little gift? And it's not just for children, it's for adults as well, because if somebody sent me one of these, I'd love it. I think it's brilliant. But I'll undo the bow. So that's how it looks. And you've got ribbon going through the back, and you've only got a little hole, so you can't get big eggs in. Now I've put in, that's the size of the egg, so I've got several of them in, and it just fills it nicely. So what you need to do is draw it up and make a bow. So yeah, and that's made in felt, and I really enjoyed making that because, like I said, it was a quick stitch out, and it's I think the grandchildren will probably like one of these for Easter, which I might do that for them. Right, well, I think that's really all I've got to show you this week. I know it's going to be a little bit shorter this week because, well, I did the podcast the other day, so yes, everything's on there. Right, so what I'm going to do now is the giveaway. So the giveaway is for this magazine. We've had a few people who put the names down, so there's not many. So I'm going to be picking this, and well, I can't grab hold. Right, and this one is Beate Hyde. Is that, I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right. But that's it. So you are the lucky winner of the Cross Stitch magazine. So if you'd like to get in touch with me, my email address is down below, or if you're on Instagram you can private message me and give me your address and I will get it posted out to you sometime, well, probably later on in the week. But yeah, thank you to everybody who put the names down to win the magazine. So yes, I'm glad it's going off to a new home. And it'd be lovely to see if you make Peter and how you frame it and everything like that. It'd be nice to, if you can share it. Yes, I hope you enjoy the magazine. Yes, well, I've got a few little jobs to go and do now, so I'm going to call it a day for this week's vlog. So I'd just like to say thank you for joining me this week, and if you're new here, welcome. Thank you for checking me out, and don't forget to like and subscribe. So I hope everybody has a good week. I hope you managed to get lots of crafting done, and I will see you all again next week. So take care everybody and happy crafting. Bye for now.